I mean, I'm just going to draw. Well, it's not going to be any gameplay, right? It's okay, right? Right? So, I wanted to draw a silly drawing. I'm still deciding on, because I was going to draw emotes, but that hasn't been decided for yet. So, I wanted to draw this looks so much better in my head. Then long are the arms? The arms are longer. The arms are kind of long, so I should probably need some hydration. So the arms should probably be made longer here. Maybe the arm shouldn't be as straight. Create more. Then I'm kind of lost. How should I do? The other arm, I might change the position of stuff as I'm putting the pose together. I was thinking. Yeah, I could maybe. So that should be over now. In case someone did have ads, you should no longer have ads. Otherwise, Twitch is being rude. It has been a bit greedy to some people, unfortunately. That is a bit out of my control. I tried to keep the ads in in check. Well, that would be awkward. All the ads are playing in check. Oh, Pan, how silly you are. So I'm doing a very quick rough sketch here, and then I will clean it up. I'm starting a bit before, because this is part of the raid train, as written in the title. Ari! Oh, art! Yes. I didn't. I tend to HP was use a full username, so it would be I would assume Aries, but maybe it's Ari. But that's for you to choose. But welcome, yes. Early morning art for me, because as you can see, it's almost 10. I do have the clock up right. It's very convenient for me when I look back at VODs after having the clock there, because when I look back at my oldest VOD when I didn't have the time, like sometimes I was curious, what time did I stream this? First one, Ari. Oh, you got on you go on European time. Well, you see, as a European, it makes sense. I mean, I assume you didn't mean that as a that I didn't choose it, but more like it just ended up like that. There is always the question, gay or European. Well, I mean, those aren't mutually exclusive, are they? I mean, I'm bi, so bisexual. I would describe myself. I could describe myself as pansexual, actually, because I don't really know the difference. It's just I learned about the term bisexual first, and I kind of got stuck to it. But I don't mind pansexual either. Either works. I mean, I am in Europe and I'm both. Yeah. I thought. Wasn't there some kind of meme like, oh, he's European, he's gay? Like, it kind of came, like both were thrown tight together. And I get it's by being any gender partners regardless of gender. Well, yeah, I guess. I haven't really considered the differences. I thought it was more like bi is regardless of, it's like both genders, considered more bi, but I can understand why people have moved away from that, while pan would be beyond, like, because you have non-binary. And bi being the more inclusive term. We have, although I do still have preference, like I'm still feminine leaning, but so I guess it's not, maybe I'm not pan for not disregarding gender. I don't know these terms well. I'm trying to do some crazy pose. I'm not good at posing, so I'm really pushing myself to do something I've not done before. I'm just getting, oops. Let's select the whole folder. This is ending up outside. Oh, hello, Penny. I didn't want to say anything. I wanted to see when at the drawing process, someone would point out what it is. But you are correct. Now you see, I'm drawing pon. No, this is Little Bunny. Then select the polar. Oh, this is going to be a white picture. Maybe I should make the other ear not as far out. Far out. Now. It was obvious. Yeah. I think with the ears, it makes it obvious. Where am I? Looking for food. That sounds good. Some morning snacks. Sounds good. I had a sandwich. I got some biscuits just in case. Well, I got one biscuit. I mean, I do have more packages that I don't want to open. So I'm going to take my biscuit now before the train arrives. So I don't munch on my biscuits while greeting all the good friends. This low pony comes for the hugs. I don't know if I want the eye to be open or not. Open eye would look happy, I guess. If I do an eye, I can only do one eye. This look almost like crazy. I don't know. Maybe I'm the crazy one. The eyes are really on the sides of the head, so I guess this shows that a low bunny is a prey, not a predator. Even though you don't really have the like prey and predator, because there are predators who are also prey. Are those predators? Unless a prey is a non-predator. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the summer raid train. Hello, Lily Cat. Cat. Hello, Full Metal Fall. Oh, adorable, thank you. What's up? I didn't have the followers anonymous. Do you want? I know people have asked. There's been suggested that. I should probably change that at some point. I'm going to bed. I'm wiped. Understand. Amazing stream. Thank you. Have a good sleep. It is a lot of work. Riding the raid train to a bun artist. How fortunate. Hello, let me see if I can get it. Intrepid Illusionaire. Raid. Hello, Elliot. Hi, Pon. I was also part of the raid. You are a part of the raid. Welcome. I appreciate everyone raiding in here. Hello. So, we are drawing, or I am drawing. Hello. Oh, first of all, I guess I am Pon the Bonbon. I'm a bunny. If that wasn't obvious from the name and everything. No, it's always nice to clarify things. Nothing wrong with that. I'm sometimes doing art. Currently, I'm on an art drawing streak, but most of the times I do play a bunch of large variety of games. You're a bunny? I know it comes as a shock. That's why I had to clarify that. It is kind of hard to see. You're right. I shouldn't have assumed that it was obvious. That's my bad. I'm sorry. But no, I lost track of what I was. I'm from Europe. I'm from Sweden, more specifically. I did add that to the tags. Some people do read tags. I guess most people don't, as far as I've heard. People describe my streams as cozy, and I do hope people have a cozy time here for the next 2 hours before we move on to, and I have this schedule here. Yes, I know who to move on to, but I'm going to double check. So just so I get to the right person. Would be awkward otherwise. Ari Kitasaoki. I do not know how to say the name, so that was my best attempt. But hopefully we get a presentation, and then I can learn how to say it. Sorry, you don't have to be sorry. Oh, well, thank you, Sarah, but Yep, it was another. They are supposed to be removed from the on-screen chat. Sometimes they don't, and I think that's if they are removed too quickly, so the on-screen chat does not react to it, or it tries to delete the message before it added it, and therefore it causes an issue. I do not know. The on-screen chat is kind of mostly written by me, but it's based on pre-existing code. But just because you have written your code yourself doesn't always mean you know how it works. But Cerebot is active now. Cerebot has been a bit lazy lately. I mean, I can't say, I can't really use the word lazy. I'm not paying Mr. Cerebot. All this work is for free. And I really appreciate it, so. Perfect. I'm doing line art right now, so we're vibing. That's great. What are you drawing? Sometimes I feel like I'm saying things that just sound sarcastic. I do not mean it. I'm just very awkward. But Philip, I'm curious what you were drawing. Oh, you're gonna rate Ari. Yes. Funny enough, I had another Ari who showed up very early on here. Who was coming back, so. Anyway, the other Ari, yeah. I've never been to Sweden, but I wanted to take a vacation. One day, people gather for retro Pisseland parties out there. Yeah, the DreamHack, I think it was called. Never been there. Wait, let me drink. And it mean an easier time getting involved on sub parts. I do not know. They are not. I guess they are manufactured in Sweden. They're not owned by Sweden. I think both companies are sold. Or something. I don't know. I guess they're produced here too. Also, tasty meatballs. Yes, I do like meatballs. I've only had. I don't know which meatballs are most scone. I guess. Is that how you say it? I don't know. Worth trying, you can eat them cold or warm. I'm pretty sure you can eat them cold. They should be... well, always make sure to check the ingredients before you eat something cold. A doll in a Lolita dress. Ooh! So many frills. Okay, that's fair. The Lolita dress, yeah, they have like a lot of frills and they're very cute, and I would not mind having one of my own. Yeah, I haven't really presented that because obviously, as part of the trans summary train, I am trans. I'm a trans woman. I completely forgot that part. It is part of my tag still, so I do want to make it easy to find the information. It is not part of the tag. No, there's trans woman tag. I have actually not added. I thought I had added it. Maybe I had added it a while ago. I have added it now. I would set up this so the bot will automatically change my tags. I forgot about adding one. Maybe I was thinking about adding the pronouns to the tags, and I never did that. That's probably the case. And yeah. Drawing Lolita. Yeah, I have never drawn that though. I should do that at some point. So many frills. So there's that though. But it is cute, and I do want a dress. A very cute dress. Because I want to be cute. I've wanted to be cute a long time. I'm being a trans woman to be an excuse for being cute. No, not really. I've felt so much happier since I accepted myself, which was the first step. Hello, apocalyptic. Wait, what's Ophanim? I do not know what that is. I know what an apocalypse. Hello, it's Kitty Core, or should I say the Cutie Core. Both works, cutie cute. I just had a good idea for a clock. Oh, what's your idea? Is there new abilities? Oh yeah, redeem your daily fruit every day, or every stream rather. You are allowed to redeem your fruit one time. And the very first time you redeem your fruit, you are getting your starter pack. So you start with 5 instead of just 1. Just to get it more exciting. And every fruit, there are, I don't know, there are 17 of them. It remembers which you have received. They have different rarities. There's a whole system. And I wrote the code myself because I'm silly. I wanted a daily redeem thing, and I couldn't just accept having just a daily redeem thing. I had to go crazy. I'm always going crazy. Yay! Any favorite fruit? Posture check. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. OMG. Yeah, what? Oh, there we go. I'm gonna make a clip command which automatically clips the last 90 seconds and published the last wait. Clips the last 90. Isn't the published last? I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that. But because Twitch has a limit of 60-second clips, if I'm... Oh, do they have 90 seconds clip? I thought this limit was 60. So I'm not really sure what you meant by 90. But and gives a link to edit said clip. Makes it easy for both me and chat to clip without needing to go through the clip UI. That's a good idea. And Elliot got a lemon. There are highlights that can be longer. Yeah, highlights you can make. I don't know what the limits of highlights is. Yeah, if you make it an actual highlight and then make a... Can you make clips from highlights? Because that would also be quite convenient. There's so much I don't know about Twitch, how it works. I'm learning. I've only been... I guess I could tell me more about myself. If I do the stream command, streamer age, there we go. I've been streaming, not constantly, not every day, but most of the day for 1 year, well, I started 1 year, 4 months and 1 day ago. Oh, it's on the 2nd of April in 2023, so I'm quite new to streaming. Oh, thank you for following, I appreciate every follow. Also, welcome back, Ari. Oh, yeah, welcome back, Ari. There are so many people chatting here, so I haven't fully keep track on it. Sorry. I don't know if that's possible, but you could also edit stuff yourself into stuff. Yeah, I have absolutely no clue about the one thing I've done is I downloaded a full stream. Then I cut out a part of it, actually multiple parts of it, and because I'm the kind of nerd I am, I of course used FFmpeg, so I could cut out those parts of the video losslessly, and then put every clip I made together losslessly. And then I uploaded that to Twitch, and then I cut out a clip out of that. So there's one clip I have, which is like we call it montage. There we go, that's the word. I probably want the fluff to be bigger. The fluff needs to be bigger. These low bunnies have big fluff. There's a lot of circles. And I'm experimenting with the pose here. I usually don't draw these like two varied poses, so I really need to experiment, get a more sense. I feel like I have a very bad sense of 3D space. Despite having done 3D art, but I guess that's fun. Because I do have sometimes I have a very hard time visualizing certain things. I've noticed I have a harder time visualizing when someone tells me visualize this thing. I have a very hard time visualizing that. But if I have a better idea of what I want, or try to think of something I want, I feel like I have a better idea to visualize it. But then actually putting it down on paper, that's a completely different thing. That's where the skill comes in. And I'm not done that much drawing, so it's still quite new to me. I have drawn before I started drawing publishing art as Pon. I've done previous art, but let's not I meant it's not been like a lot, and I haven't drawn much, so it's but I do want to draw more because I want to get more experience drawing so I can get better at it. Food in the oven. What food is it? Yeah, art can be hard. Yeah. It comes with skill and knowledge. And some things like which I mentioned everything, because we have a bunch of new people here, so I can mention it again for someone who isn't. One thing I think I've noticed a lot of people who try to like who aren't too experienced drawing, I guess, thing. Or new to drawing. What I feel like a lot of people do is that they try to draw the final artwork, the final outline, line art, that's what you call it, right? Immediately. It really feels like that. Whoops. When I see certain art. Maybe they don't, maybe I'm just misjudging. But doing a form of sketch, because first I had this very rough, I mean even before this rough sketch I had like this rough sketch. So I'm working on more and more details. And getting a more solid pose. And another error I've seen some do is when you have a line crossing over another line. I've seen people draw this part and then there this part, and then you get this disconnect here. Like these does not flow together, and it is better to just draw a crossing, because this is just I'll stop too much, but that's better. Because this is just the sketching anyway. And then when I do the line art, I use the vector layers. I can draw okay, like this. I draw this, and then I draw this, and then I simply erase this part. Ta-da! And you could argue that these have properly, but you could argue that this should be moved so it but no, I think maybe I'm moving too far. That you want to move it slightly just so it visually looks like they're together, because human eyes are not perfect in this. And there's a lot of tricks you can do visually so everything looks good even though it's incorrect. Yeah, visualizing is hard for sure. May I ask what art program I'm using? This is Clip Studio Paint, which I got to know from a friend who's using it. Was able to help me get it. Very friendly friend who is not a streamer, but has done a lot of art across. many years, and very skillful artist, and I'm jealous. But I'm doing my best. I'm not giving up. I'm getting inspired. Hello, Elijah Eldridge. Something, Elijah, I guess. I mean, I sketch and edited and then try to sketch in the final line at. That sounds. I might be the example of what not to do, but it worked. I mean, that sounds right? Oh no, you mean to turn the actual sketch you made into the line art? If you would that produce more sketchy line? I mean, that must give you a certain visual style to your art. I mean, as long as it turns out good, that's what it really matters. Hello. Maya, the cookie queen. Maya. Hello, queen. I'm a princess. Good morning. Hello, Takirosh. Takirosh. I'm probably using dark modes to, yeah, I mean, in that case it would look different. But I'm using light mode mostly because I'm using a white paper, so it kind of goes together better, I guess. That's mostly my reason. If you were drawing on black paper, then I would use black mode, dark mode, I meant. Like video editor, you tend to have a black as their default background, and that's what I have in dark mode. So it's mostly based on that. And I'm having the browser. Browser is basically no part. Yeah, I'm using the browser and web pages in light mode because there's way too many web pages in white, and the default page is white. So if I were to use dark mode and then switch to another page, there's going to be a white bright flash, and I don't want that. And it's better to just use light mode and just lower the brightness. Sometimes I wish I could lower them more, but yeah. Yeah. Oh, Lopunny. This is Lopunny. Yes, I'm a huge fan of Lopunny. Yes, me too. It's a cute bunny. Did I get everything? I mean, I didn't do the fingers. I read that as God Moron. Yeah, it's not too far from God Moron. But Good Moron, that would be Swedish for good morning. I can show you the result of my way to do line art, probably in the Transcreator Discord. I would appreciate that. You're free to ping me as well. Otherwise, I'll forget about it. I can easily forget stuff. Oh gosh, I'm curious. Good morning, nothing much. I was just popping to say hi to Pompon. I thought you were talking to me when you mentioned moron. You're no moron. Don't talk to yourself like that. Hi, hello. The one true chaos bean. It still does the line break in the middle of usernames because it doesn't fit your whole username. Because when you have long usernames, it's more like when you add the first chat, the returning chat and chatter and stuff like that. That's when it starts having issues. And then I started reading his names. But hello, Bean, Chaos Bean. Thank you for headpads. I do appreciate that. I will. Yeah, why do trans girls float in water? Because they're so buoyant. I think I had that one before. I am the least boy. I am the most buoyant. I'm trying to be the... I'm actually not sure how girly I'm trying to be actually, but I'm wearing pink dresses. I'm wearing a pink dress at this very moment. It's not very frilly though, but it's like pleated. That's kind of girly too, right? Okay, I think I need to do the legs a bit small. I think they need to be wider. It's kind of a bit short. Trying to find the words here. So I will pass this part so I can modify it separately, and I should probably do it to this one as well. So what's up? Well, drawing Lupani. That's what's up here. And let's see here. I will shrink down the rest. Then, oh wait, I should split this up into more parts, and then so I can scale that up independently of the other part. So I should just do this a bit quick, and then I'll get back to chat. Chat, thank you. I appreciate that. I'll have a look. Hello, Arinian. You're here early, I see. Getting you melon. And thank you for the headpad as well. Still at work, so I can't hear anything too loud in here, and I have earplugs. Well, just wanted to see what you're drawing. I hope you like what I'm drawing. Yeah, we'll see each other later. All the wanted my fridge to see. Yeah. I am bunt, but I am also gallant, and that's fair. That's fair. See what I did there? That was unintentionally, but I'll take the credit for the pun. You're fair. I mean, it doesn't exactly work grammatically, but no. Why did you do that? Also, I forgot one thing I was supposed to do. Sorry. Good thing no one used it. Anyway. Why is there no easy way to... Oh, no, there. Bad pun. had fun. Yeah, it was grammatically incorrect. Are you punishing me for this? Oh god. Oh my. My fur was stolen. This is my bold redeem. I am bold. But, well, my fur. I had to go to the doctor, you see. And they had to shave all my fur to... Oh, it's back. Good. To... Yeah. Bunny suit. Yes, now I'm a bunny in a bunny suit. This thing should... Along with fake bunny ears. And someone have asked me, why do you have fake bunny ears when you have real bunny ears? Because it's fun. It is just fun. It is actually very fun. I think this is better. I still haven't drawn the fingers yet. Your fur privileges are revoked. No. That's such a harsh punishment. I like my fur. I want to be furry and cute. Then you steal my fur. And the middle finger is the longest finger on a low pony. Judging from the official art, the index finger, I would maybe call it, is the shortest. The middle finger is the longest, and the last finger, whatever that would be called, is the medium length. But you're free to do them. Wait, I should cut it here. You're free to do them whatever length you want. But that's not trivia question. Which is the second? Which is the medium length finger on a low bunny? Which is the shortest fingers on a low bunny? You would imagine that it would be the pinky, I guess you could call it. Because I assume... No, I'm wrong. I'm looking this the wrong way. No, it's the other way around. Sorry. Ignore everything I just said. It's the index finger that is longest. I did not give you misinformation here. Sorry. The index finger is not long. The index finger is the medium length. The middle finger is the longest, and I guess the pinky equivalent is the shortest. There we go. That's the correct information. No misinformation here. I know love bunnies, trust me. Oh, how embarrassing. I corrected myself very quickly then, so that's okay. Now you can draw accurate low bunny art with the correct fingerlings. I don't know how to draw fingers. Can't even draw low bunny fingers. So welcome. Afternoon, Pon. Well, it's forenoon at the moment, but you must be living. What would that be? Bali. That, well, somewhere Asia, Oceania area, somewhere. I'm not trying to dox you. That's. But I guess if you do want to keep your, I guess that's very good. If you do want to keep your location on Earth, secret, I mean, you might not be afternoon for you. That's. But anyway, yeah. But if you do want to keep your location a secret on Earth, completely don't want to even reveal which continent you're on. You should not reveal what time it is. But I don't think it's a harm in, like, at least. But that's obviously up to you. But I do not see any harm in me saying, like, hey, I'm from Sweden. I'm in Sweden. I'm currently streaming from Sweden. I'm obviously not going to give you my address, but that's completely different. Maybe the middle finger is the index and the shortest is the thumb. Well, I wouldn't say a lot of bunnies have thumbs. Shaking my head. Shall we put the official pom-pom art? The official... I'm not actually sure, this is more like concept art. Okay, I was looking at this wrong. Plus this hand doesn't make it easier. This hand makes it very obvious. So, Lopani here holds it up. I would say this. I'm terrible at drawing hands. Holds the hands this way towards itself. So the thumb here, but because the thumb is the finger that is quite separated from the other that you can pinch with. Because the Lopani doesn't have a thumb. This is the phantom thumb. So this would be the, I would argue this, obviously everyone can are free to have their own opinions. This would be the index, this would be the middle. This would be, you could call this the, or do you call it the ring finger? But it could also be the pinky. But that's my opinion. Everyone are free to have their own. What's all of the confusion, Pon-Pon? Lopani has no possible, so it is a middle one. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm not confused about the middle finger. I looked at the artwork completely wrong and mixed up which was the pinky and index finger. But after looking at it more correctly, I guess I figured out which is which. Yeah, there's no confusion, no problem at all. I can be confused sometimes. I'll just copy this over. And this one would be like, yeah, it might not even be showing, but I might show it a bit, just so it looks fine. I have been on HRT for 15 months now. By the way, you're making me jealous. Angroa Lopani has afro hair. Angroa, is that Angroa Lopani? Is that a thing? Oh, is that the fan made Lopani? Because that's what I get. I get a fan drawing of an Angruan Baneri, which has a lot of fluff. Basically, afro hair, as you said. But I don't see someone, because Archside is looking slightly different. So I would say it's a different person who made it. Could be wrong. The Angruan... Oh... No, wait. I see. Yeah, you mentioned this before, didn't you? Now I recognize things. I see. This is what I get. Obviously, this artwork, as far as I could find, I found it here anyway. On this. There's a source. It's drawn by someone known as Elijah Halridge on Tumblr. I wonder who that might be. Yeah, that. I wouldn't say low. So this is Lopunny. I wouldn't say Lopunny is the one. Yes, I said it might be. So this artwork, I wouldn't say this is an afro hair. This is just very fluffy. I do like it. I do like this idea. Just Lopunny is already a bit fluffy on certain parts, but this is just fluffy all over. I do like it. Let me quickly check on other. This seems to be some other person who made the. This. I might learn about Angora binary. Learn. But yeah, in that link. So I'll show your art without asking, but I hope it was okay. Yeah, there is the binary, which is more. Well, I guess you could say. I guess you could say. I'm not saying you're wrong. It wasn't the thing I was thinking of when I was looking at the Lopunny, but looking at binary, I could see it more. I don't want to say you're wrong. Wasn't my first start. And now I'm repeating myself. But I do like this side. I do like fluffy. Even though Pompon is not very fluffy. I got a fluffy piece on head. Case. So yeah, I'm missing one thing. That's why. Because let's. So Angora, is that like a fictional region, or is that an actual region? And should it be Angoran? I'm not going to. Wait, no, is it no, that's Angora. That's what you wrote, right? No, it's Angora. I'm reading it wrong. It's Angora, not Angora. I can't read. Oh, that's an actual rabbit. Yeah, Angora rabbit. Which is the... Which Angora comes from Ankara. Turned into Angora for some reason. How is Ankara pronounced? I'm doing random research. I'm a nerd, okay? How is Ankara pronounced in Turkish? Ankara. Or there are those who say Angara. So, no, Angara. So I could see someone getting that to Angora. Angora. But yeah, Ankara is I guess the official way, but yeah, I guess maybe it came from dialectal way of saying it anyway. Back to drawing Lopunny, because this Lopunny, like every Lopunny, like I say every Lopunny, is also going to have these very, very large eyebrows. What are they if not our eyebrows? But then okay, so back to what I was talking about there. So the Angora Lopunny or binary line is just based off the Angora rabbit, which is a very fluffy rabbit. So it's not like the other whatever they call again, that are the variants in Pokemon which are named after different regions. I mean, Angora would be named after Ankara, so. But is Ankara an actual region in Pokemon? Hydrate and postage check. Oh no, I'm out of water. Can't do the hydrate. When is it going to play the ads? In 4 minutes. Yeah, I play the ads now. I will fill up my water so I can hydrate. And because, well, I want to hydrate. and well, I'm going to play in 4 minutes anyway, so we'll play this slightly early. And then we will be back to hopefully I'll start on the line art and finish the artwork in the, because I spent the first hour on the sketching. Anyway, 3 minutes ads. Let's not delay it further. Now I am back. Takes about 1 minute to get to water. I'll hydrate. And of course, as I still playing, but and pause check. But I will go back to the art drawing for now, and then we'll get back to any conversation after that. So I can still, you know, do the work. Well, and Twitch has had an update to how ads are showing. I wonder if they fixed a bunch of the issues. I don't think they have. No, because it was less than 5 minutes to ads and still didn't tell me ads was upcoming, so... Nope, they still haven't fixed that. Not sure how they just can't get it to work. It should be a bit point, I'm making it a bit thick. How's everyone doing this morning for my time zone? Yeah, I hope everyone is doing okay. 36 left of the ads. I wish everyone a good time. I hope everything either is good or is working or going for the better, going towards the better. Like in my situation. Like I haven't had the best of times, but it is going towards the better. So that's good. That should be over now, so welcome back everyone who just came back. So this is the current, and then I should have one more of this. Oops. And this one would be this should probably be because of the power. It should be like behind, I think. I don't know how I wanted to run this. Because this now my lack of understanding of 3D space comes and messes with my brain. Can I ironic as a 3D artist anyway? Daily fruit, apple. Angora is the name of a lopani because that was bred to have very fluffy curly hair. Fur. Yes, yes. So, yeah. And I do like it. Did you make the art yourself? Assuming you are the same person. I think you... I mean, there's... Technically anyone can claim in chat to be the person. But you have the same username. So... I assume... Shouldn't assume. Because, for example, the bonbon that is on Twitter is not me. That is someone else who took that username a long time ago. I am Ponpon, and then the word the is censored by underscores, 3 of them for the 3 letters in the, and then bonbon as normal. It's just, yeah, it's unfortunate. But it is what it is. So, let's see if I can do a line art of this. Should have made this a separate folder. Like that. And then... I do want to make... It's smaller. Anyway, we have that. I have a lot of line art pens. So where do I start? That's a good question. So I'm an artist in training. Okay, let's make it a bit more transparent, making the line art more obvious. This is things I'm not really good at line art. So some people I think are amazing at line art, but I also think my line art looks weird and wobbly, wonky. But I guess over time I'm getting the hang of it. Something. I'm utilizing the benefit of the vector and just all that I did not land that thing correctly. Let's just adjust it slightly so it looks good. Lopunny has a very egg-shaped head. Egg. Like that. There we go. This might work. There's a very large... The nose is kinda tiny actually. It might... Oh. And I might want to move... Let's move over those 3 lines. Okay, let me draw the rest of them. Mouse actually. And then see if I can. If that doesn't look better. Okay, I need to search all layers. Oh, no. Refer to all layers except the sketching layer. That's the only one. For some reason, using the what do they call it? Reference layer does not work on a brush. It does work on fill. There. Lupani, hello Karma. Karma. It is Lupani. Lupani doing something. Cheering or something. Hi. I don't. I'm never sure if it's hi or if it's hee. But I love Panna being cute as always. They are very cute. Someone would say they are. Anyway, yeah, wouldn't it be nice having like a large Lupani, like bunny plushie to cuddle with? I want a large Pon plushie to cuddle with. I made a silly artwork of Lupani as Pon as Lupani. What if Pon became a Lupani? It's my way of saying hi. Okay, hi. Yeah, I think obviously you don't have to change how you write it, but for me I think it's the lack of space that makes me think it says hee rather than hi. Here we go. Let's quickly show the Pony. This is Pon as a Lupani. To my best abilities. Yes, it is Angora Lupani. I mean, this isn't Angora Lupani, but I do find that Angora Lupani to be cute. It should be Anchor. Oh, but Angoran. But anyway, Angora Lupan is cute because I like Fluffy. I think that works, but at the same time, it should probably be no, because then it would be him. No, that's probably wrong. Let me put this on a separate layer. I'll let it be for now, but I don't think it should be like that. I don't know. Anyway, ears. Ears. Sometimes I just like saying things weird. That's my quirk. That's why I said ears. I guess it's weird. Maybe there are people who say it like that. I shouldn't say it. I shouldn't call it weird. is the only... well... So... we should continue up here. And I'm doing the thing I said before. But I won't see if I can get it to visually work. I think that works. And then the big fluffy ear. It might be because also that I don't have a good place to put the drawing tablet. Currently I have it in my lap. I don't have much desktop space. I really need a desktop that is really deep. This one is quite narrow. Like, sure it works. As it works if you're just going to, for example, use a computer. But it's going to be a problem if you want to put something on the table and also have access to the keyboard. Because you either have to move away the keyboard to get the actual desktop space, or, well, to not use the desktop. Hello Yabby. You got your daily fruit. An orange. How's your day going? It's going great. I'm currently drawing art. It's Lupani. Great. I'm happy your day is great, Elijah. Elijah. I hope I'm getting that right. I'm always unsure. I'm always nervous. I'm sometimes, yeah, I said I pronounce things weird sometimes. And I can't make certain sounds. Well, I can if I really struggle. If I really force it. Like the, which I mentioned before, that's also a neat thing some people might want to know. Because I'm all about internationalization. The sound, I'm really bad at saying it. So I'm saying like zebra and Zelda and so on. And therefore, when you get to the letter name, I have to call it Z. Because imagine if I were to try to call it C. That wouldn't work that well, would it? No, would it? So, that's why I also say dogs, not dogs. But I don't say dogs. It's dogs. So it's the voiced G, but an unvoiced S. And I know that's not how you usually pronounce it in English, but that's how I say it. Dogs. It's just how we say it in Swedish. And I'm actually surprised, because I understand why it is in English dogs. Because that's just the consonant assimilation effect that's going on that a lot of languages has. But Swedish just refuses. At least I refuse. It's not that I refuse, it just ends up that way. I haven't really analyzed how people are pronouncing that sound. I'm so bad at hearing the sound in the first place. So if people are saying that way in Swedish, I know I'm trying to think of any Swedish words that ends with a voice consonant followed by an S. So if there are Swedish people who actually do it voiced, I wouldn't really be able to tell anyway, because I would probably... Because you gotta hear... I've discovered I love hypnosis, like as a fetish. Sorry if I can't say that in chat. No, I mean, to me it's fine. This is an adult stream. We can talk about... I mean, as long as you... I mean, like... Yes, as long as it's not anything too descriptive, it's fine. So, like, don't describe full-on porn, I guess. But it was, yeah. There are a lot of kings, and I respect it. Headway, thank you. I've been to Stockholm before. Ooh, I've been to Stockholm before too, and in fact, that was the place I was born. Like a year or two ago. What did you do? What did you do? What did you do? No, what did you... Well, what did you do? What did you do there? Swedish people are so nice. I would say most people, if you're an obvious tourist, I'd say most people are probably going to be nice. To be fair, I'd probably take that back because I've been to other countries. No, I mean everyone I met are actually. I don't think I've actually met anyone who's rude. But there are people who like. It's mostly work. I mentioned that before because I've traveled to countries where because in Europe there's a lot of different languages that are spoken, and English isn't like there are. Well, first off, there are regions in Europe that are monolingual, and I mean, United Kingdom would be one of them, but where the language isn't English or Swedish, therefore I wouldn't have any shared language with them, and therefore I wouldn't be able to speak to them. However, sometimes I've been to a store, I wanted to get something, so I use my. I'll use that's the benefit of having a phone. You can translate stuff, and I do that. But then they're like, yeah, I want help finding this or I need help with this, and then they just go. they just start going off in their own language and like. Yeah, I obviously don't speak your language. I don't understand a single word you're saying at the moment. And like, there were a few workers like that, like, done with it, I guess. They're like, they don't care. You could argue that's rude. I mean, but at the same time, I mean, obviously, I'm not the type of tourist to say, yeah, you need to speak my language. But obviously, I mean, my language is Swedish. That doesn't even make it better. Or you have to speak English. No, I'm obviously not requiring any of that. However, I would like to see. I mean, I can't demand anything, but I mean, if you are working, if someone is wanted to buy a product, I think you might want. I mean, it's. Want to put? No, it's fine. It's fine. They don't have to do it. I just wish they could at least do something better to at least help someone who doesn't know their language. But there are plenty of people who do. There are plenty of people who actually try to help you the best they can, while not just babbling in their own language. Anyway, that's my experience. I think I stayed for 6 months. Oh, that's quite a stay. Wait. What? In a row, you're only allowed to stay 19 days, you know. 6 months, that's too long. Then you need permission. Did you get permission? Or are you admitting to a crime? I mean, I don't remember which country you're from. If you're from like a Nordic country, maybe this 90-day period does not apply. In that case, it's fine. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't apply to Nordic countries, but it does apply to everyone else. If you're an EU citizen, if you're coming from Germany, for example, unless there's another exception, I don't know, you are only allowed to stay for 90 days across 180 days. So it checks the last 180 days. and 90 of those days you'll have to stay, and it checks, and it does not matter how long you stay in during the day. It checks from midnight to midnight local time. If you are in the country for at least 1 second, you were there that day, and that's how they count it. Sorry to hop in and then leave. That's fine. But I'm going to try to get some more sleep. Have a great stream. You're definitely allowed to leave if you go. No, you're allowed to leave for whatever reason. But if you're going to sleep, that sounds very important, and I'm not going to stop you from sleeping. Do have a nice sleep, and I wish you, well, a nice sleep. But yeah, good night. I assume you. Oh, headbutt. Thank you for headbutt. Thank you for the elegant dress, Yabby. It's interesting how a fairly high amount of English is spoken in Sweden. Yeah, it's like all over 90% of Swedish speakers knows English. And the ones who don't speak English, who might speak Swedish, it could be, for example, immigrants who haven't learned English growing up, but then they have immigrated to Sweden and then learned Swedish to integrate into the country. There's a lot of Swedish governmental stuff is also available in English and many other languages as well. So if you want to take the driver license, you can do that in 20 different languages or so. So yeah. So you don't even have to learn Swedish. Does it remind me of someone who said like that as a Swedish, so someone tries to do the argument that yeah, if someone decides to move to Sweden and learn Swedish, which is spoken by 10 million people or so, such a small language on a global scale, that should be considered like there should not be any expectation for people to learn Swedish at all, and that should be like considered like something. I hope it's obvious where I'm trying to get it, because I don't remember how the person phrased it. It was such a long time ago. But something about language is basically worthless, but people are spending the time learning that instead of, for example, English, because as I said, there are people who don't speak English but speak Swedish and their native language. But I guess that's less common now, I guess. People tend to learn English in a lot of countries. But anyway, yeah, that Swedish would be, something Swedish is basically a worthless language to learn. However, Swedish, if you're going to live in Sweden, Swedish is the language to use. That same argument would be to use Sweden. I said you can use English in Sweden and get around quite well, but imagine using the same kind of argument for Japanese. Japanese is spoken by very few people on a global scale. Imagine saying that, yeah, you don't have to learn Japanese if you're going to live in Japan. People would think that's ridiculous of an argument, most likely. I hope. And the same thing should really be considered. Now, I mean, sure, you could argue, again, most people in Sweden knows English. So, I mean, I guess there's that. But the person didn't even use that as an argument anyway. It was just that Swedish was spoken by so few people, but almost everyone in Sweden speaks Swedish. So you are very likely to be able to speak to someone in Sweden in Swedish. It's the lingua franca of Sweden. sure you could argue that, yeah, can't we just use English everywhere? I don't know. I think we had a thought we have that on, yeah, that was a topic on another stream I watched. How languages are dying, being replaced by English. And that is from elimination of other languages through the government and due to bad support for the language through common media. Such as there's a lot of languages that are not supported on operating systems and software. But it's also that people find the language to not be very useful and choose to not use it. That tends to happen in countries where you have a language, kind of a language of the government, and they choose to basically use that and it tends to be English, because it's more useful on a global scale, and then they don't bother about their native in like local language. But then you also have people like, I've seen some Europeans who just finds their own language to be ridiculous or worthless, and just while they speak the language, know the language, and they still wish that their language didn't exist and everyone just used English in their own country. And it's the process. And there are people, rare, but there are people in Sweden who speaks and understands Swedish perfectly well, but they choose to only speak English. And I've been in groups of people where there's like one person who's like that, and I think that's ridiculous. I mean, that person probably finds Swedish ridiculous, because there's a few people who find Swedish ridiculous, but I think that's a bit ridiculous because everyone is speaking Swedish. This person understands but everyone perfectly, and that person replies and says everything in English. But well said, everyone understands English in Sweden as well, so everyone understands what the person is saying, but everyone just replies back in Swedish anyway. It's silly. I have seen that kind of effect with presumably immigration parents with Swedish-born children. The children are speaking Swedish to the parents, but the parents are speaking their native language to the children. I've seen that happening sometimes, and that's interesting. It makes sense also in some ways, because they're like, it is quite an interesting thing to experience, I guess. That's of course not at all the same thing as I mentioned. Because the parents might not have learned Swedish enough to speak it, but the children have, because they've gone to school and everything like that and grown up in Sweden, so they speak it perfectly well. It's probably because the parents might speak it so badly that it's kind of hard to understand them. Maybe, I don't know. And they can't choose the correct words or something, and it's just easier to use the native language. And it's possible that the children haven't spoken the native language enough to be able to, for the same reason, not be able to speak it. I'm just guessing now. But I like languages if that's not obvious. And therefore I find it a shame when languages die. And sometimes people are just incorrect about stuff. Like the whole thing related to Swedish being ridiculous. Sometimes I've heard some Swedish people say that if you take things that are original in English and translate it to Swedish, then they say that it just sounds ridiculous. Maybe maybe that's because the English thing was ridiculous to begin with. Yeah, but there are definitely people who choose to name things in English not to make it international, but because they think it sounds cooler. And as a non-native English speaker, I actually don't know if those things sounds cool. I guess if English is the only... If you're a monolingual English speaker, I don't know. Maybe it's harder. But if you are a native English speaker who speaks any other language fluently, is there a similar effect there? Where something in that language sounds cooler but sounds ridiculous when translated back to English? Yeah. Anything else going on? I've spoken about language for quite a while now. You know what I've been waiting for some chat messages show up, but I haven't even read all the chat messages that are currently in the chat. I'm sorry about that, Yabi. Yeah, the reason why I didn't read that one because I did not get alerted for non-chat messages. I need to do something about that. So I did not hear that you did the redeem. I need to put a sound for that. I'm a cute little fanboy. Fanboy doesn't really have... There's not really like... I don't think there's like a Swedish term for that. No, I mean there is one, but I don't think it's used a lot. There is, yeah, there's like if I search for the Swedish term, the first one is Wiktionary. Why does it say Wikipedia? It's not Wikipedia, it's Wiktionary. It says, wait, why does Google say it's Wikipedia? It is not Wikipedia. There's nothing here says Wikipedia. Wait, why does it say this? Anyway. Yeah, I searched for the Swedish word and like aside from the Wiktionary entry, the second entry is if the word even exists. The next one asked, is it okay to be this term? And then you have like a definition of this. And then next one asks, why does the feminine form that would be tomboy exist? I'm not sure if tomboy would be the opposite to femboy, but why does not this exist? So yeah, I don't think the term is. They tend to translate it to a tom girl instead of a femboy. So I don't think there is a term for it. And someone else asked, like, yeah, this term doesn't actually exist. Children, I guess, children. Well, there seems to be some resistance against this Swedish term. How sad. I mean, the last one kind of sounded kind of phobic. I don't know what phobic it would be, but some phobism. So sorry, I can't help it. I mean, I can do it. Jag är en liten söt flickpojk. I think that should be it. Which would be girl boy. Yeah. Nibbles the Bun Bun. Hello, Kate. I'm happy to see you here. We're talking about words. Well, I'm talking about words, I guess. Totally didn't click on stream because there was a bunny. Think. Welcome. And now the bunny is in a bikini. Yeah, I'm a bunny. I'm drawing a low bunny. I mean, it's a low bunny, I know, but I'm home now. Hello, Rinian. Welcome back. And this will go on for another 35 minutes. And then we will go and visit Ari. Something. Ari Kitsaoki. I hope I got that right. I'm gonna remind myself so I don't like, who should we raid? There we go. Fluffy Tom. I can't pet the bunny. Wait, why can't you pet it? Twitch is weird sometimes. Maybe it got locked out. Just close Twitch and open it again. You probably have to just close the stream and open it again. Twitch need to fix that. Here, because what annoys me about the Twitch mobile app is how Twitch handles error messages. And this is a very important lesson for anyone who is programming and dealing with web stuff. If a client makes a request and the client cannot do that request, tell the client why they can't do that request, what the actual status of the thing is, and then have the client update the information from this information, update the client so the client is now showing the correct information. But what I mean about this is, for example, when it comes to redeems, sometimes the client thinks a redeem is available, and then you go and redeem it, and then the Twitch server, it might say the reason that the client's ignoring it, but all I can see is that, well, there's no error, couldn't redeem it. But what the Twitch server has to do is tell the client, this is the reason why it can't be redeemed. For example, it's on a cooldown, it will be available this time. Or you have redeemed every available redeem for this day. And then the client should make the redeem unavailable. Unless it's on a cooldown, it should make it should make it unavailable for the rest of the stream. Unless it's on a cooldown, then it should be made unavailable until it becomes available again. There we go. But it doesn't do that. And the same issues exist in reverse. It thinks it's not available despite being available, but because it thinks it's unavailable, it never checks with the server if it's available. And I think when you press on the redeem, it should check the server. I mean, if that, not if you constantly press on it, but if you press on it, haven't pressed on it for a while, it should check with the server. What's the availability of this redeem? And then it should still show what it thinks, but when it gets an answer from the server, it should update. There we go, that's what I think. And I think, because that gives a better experience for the users. Strawberry for Soaked, banana for Kate, a whole starter pack for Dink. Oh, you got a carrot. Oh, carrot. It's hard to get a carrot. It's like one out of a lot to get a carrot. Sportswear. This sportswear is queued up. Yeah, I did translate this, so let's clear that. And now I'm a carrot, apparently. Yeah, I'll give that to my bunny plush. A carrot. Yeah. Bunnies should have carrot. Oh, I know about the whole thing that you shouldn't... okay, there's a misconception in the misconception. The first misconception is that the food for rabbits is carrots. But the second, but this is a misconception because rabbits should really eat a lot of carrots. But the second misconception is carrots are bad for rabbits, which, as far as I've been reading, of course I'm no rabbit expert. I mean, I'm a rabbit, but that doesn't mean I'm an expert on it. Is that carrots? The misconception is that carrots is bad for rabbits, which is not. It's not bad. What it is that carrots contain a lot of energy. Therefore, a rabbit should not eat a lot of carrots. And it might be a good idea to just avoid carrots at all. But it's not like bad to eat carrots. It's not like toxic or anything like that. Unlike chocolate, for example, don't feed animals chocolate. Chocolate is toxic to humans too. It's just that we can handle the toxins or whatever, but only to a certain degree. Don't eat too much chocolate, and then because then you're going to feel sick. At least I do, and it's not because I ate too much. It's probably because it's. I read up something about that too. I said I'm not a biologist. I could say wrong things, but I've tried to look this stuff up, and that's as far as I know. Let's see. Even though you wrote food, you still got the list of foods. I have a bunch of aliases when it comes to my commands, so you're not don't. So it still does the redeem. Bye, bunny. It's a sunburnt bun. How would that one look? Carrot is very expensive. Ooh. Is carrot expensive? Like vegetable buys in the store. It was sugar content. Yeah, the sugar content is high sugar content. I tried to give my bunny a baby carrot and he didn't want it. So it's like, it's not toxic, but you shouldn't, if you're going to eat a small amount. Yeah, baby carrot like that. As far as I've read. But don't take my word for it though. If someone has a more scientific and not go, people too easy go on popular beliefs rather than scientific. Which is why we have a lot of science dying. Which is why we have climate change deniers and flat earth believers and trans haters and so on, because they deny science. Anyway, don't feed carrots to rabbits. The reason it's bad for them is they have a ton of sugar, which is bad for them. Yeah, you shouldn't feed them. It shouldn't be their food. Yeah. The carrots and rabbits are probably relevant me from cartoons as a kid. Yeah, there's a lot of bad stuff about cartoons. Like one other thing I've seen in cartoons is Fishbowl. don't put your fish in a bowl, because a bowl is usually too small. It does not have a circulation of water, so and the fish is going to die early. It's torturing the fish. She's so right. Your carries rabbits energizing. You don't be careful. Poor bunny must have been sick. I need to read up more about carrots and rabbits. Carrots are bad for rabbits in the same way a diet of candy is bad for humans. Yeah, that's what I've understood it. So you shouldn't feed your children a lot of candy. Oh, that one isn't one of the misspellings. Oh, isn't it? Do. It actually isn't. You know what? Thank you for checking that. I'm going to make it one of the valid misspellings. And there we go. Now you can do root 2 if you so want to. I used to have a pet bunny and I often dried carrot slices in a summer for him. How does that affect the carrot? If you dry it? I'm half convinced that 90% of flat earthers are just trolls who don't actually believe what they're spout. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there are trolls too. That's true. What's funny is Sue had to stop feed animals fruit because of the high sugar content, which was making them fat. Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of don't feed the animals, and I could also imagine they're also feeding the animals. I mean, feeding them too much, feeding them high sugar content, and also feeding them possibly toxic stuff too. Could also, yes, never use a fish bowl. Ironically, goldfish tend to have pretty high tank size and filtration needs. Yeah, I didn't know that, but that makes it, I wanted to say, ironically tragic, because I think goldfish is the traditional fish in a fish bowl, but they are the ones, if according to what you said, it needs even more size and filtration. But the whole reason people think rabbits like carrots is the Bugs Bunny eating carrots, but his carrots addiction was supposed to be a reference to some comedian who loudly jump on carrots in his routines, and not because of any myth that rabbits like carrots. It's possible, yeah, sounds logical. If someone has any source for where carrot and rabbit connections started. Actually, some small fish are fine in fish bowls, as most of them are half gallons. I don't know how much. I don't know how much a fish. Which better fish need, as they only need half gallon. Anything big can be stressful for them. Don't they need filtration? Thank you for the follow. It's not the size, it's a fish bowl don't have pumps which oxygenate the water, so eventually a fish will drown in a fish bowl. Yeah, isn't that the main reason? Because you can have a small tank and a proper tank. Not if you change the water 2-3 times a week. I guess that could be. I've never heard an aquarium put a bird in a half gallon. Recommended tank size bird is 5 to 10 gallon. I have no idea. With beta you can. Is it beta or beta? You can put it in a filter tag. You still have to change the water 2-3 times a week. But that's interesting. I understand. I still know about changing the water, But that... I don't know fish apparently. But yeah, the cartoon thing is most putting goldfish in fish bowls. So that's... So... That's what I liked about how Disney has changed. Like when they made their... I mean, yeah, Disney was one of those who put goldfish in fish bowls, but when they made their whole fish-based film, Finding Nemo, they had like a proper aquarium with filtering and everything. I can't say it's proper sized or proper like stuff in it or size of the filter stuff, but at least they at least it was like a tank as with filtering. So which is at least better. And the... wait, is this still on? No, it isn't. Anyway. It's cosmetic fish are used to constantly freshwater due to them being found in puddles, and those puddles are usually only half gallons or 1 gallon. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. So they want a small amount of and puddles would puddles? The only thing I know about puddles is they show up when it rains, but then they disappear. So it's like small, tiny lakes, like constantly having water, but being like refilled by rainwater or something. I need to learn more about this stuff. Clearly. But yeah. If I were to get a fish, which I don't bother because I don't want to take care of another being, considering continue to take care of myself, I would, of course, make sure that I get the proper information by a professional before I have an animal. So any knowledge I have, I need to actually get a proper knowledge for... I know also, yeah, to ensure I have the right knowledge before I take care of any animal. So no worries about... I did get to take care of a rabbit a long time ago. But yeah, it was too much responsibility for me, and the rabbit was returned. It was the best thing for the rabbit. Didn't, yeah. But the rabbit did like pets though. The rabbit wanted me to pet. And would bite me if I didn't pet. I had to constantly pet. Oh, so that tank got dirty really fast after they broke the filter one day. It was already sick with algae. I mean, that was, of course, for story reasons. Okay, I will snooze the upcoming ads so we can read out before the ads. Okay, I'm not going to finish this artwork, but we can take a look at how far I managed to get. All 3 snoozes should be enough to push the ads after the raid. And yeah, also, that's also why. I should check up more about betas with My mother is working in with selling fish, not selling any other animals. The animals are sold by breeders only, not by stores. I can look more stuff, more stuff. We of course don't use anything like gallons here, but that's also why bears can survive in the store shelves in those little containers, because that water is changed daily. I wonder, yeah, because that's what I'm curious about, how they... Maybe they don't have any bears there. Maybe they have a bunch of other fish. That might be it. The bun had a bun, yeah. Well, it wasn't mine, I was just lending the bun. It was from a bunny breeder that my mother knew. And I don't know if I should say the name of the bunny or if that's releasing too much personal information. There goes my fur. I guess it's a bit hot. Maybe now I feel suddenly I feel a cool breeze. I wonder why. My bunny suit without the fur. My tail is all naked now too. I tried to look up what a furless bunny tail looked like. It was hard. Look, bunny paw. Oh yeah, look at this. And look at this. No, that's in here. Look at... Oh, I have it wrong there. Look at that. That paw. Look at the paws. The paws are amazing. Why would you shave the bun? Now a naked bun. I'm all furless. Oh no. My beautiful fur. I was using that, you know. People like to, the fur has grown back. I have a quickly growing fur. Pet furless bunny tail. I don't know, I think it's funny. It is funny to steal all fur. Everyone should have a... every furry VTuber should have a shave command. If you're not a furry but you have hair on your head, you should have a bald command. It's the equivalent of the bald command. That was why I added it, because I wanted a bald command. I don't know if other people wanted it, but people are using it, so I guess that answered it. So how do I draw it? I don't know, like let me take a quick look at the reference art. It's kind of like smooth, which I can't do because that's not. How's the raid train going? It goes well. It arrived in time and we're going to pack up and leave in time, hopefully. Everyone ready to move on? It's 13 minutes. I'm not going to be able to finish this artwork, but I will have to post it on the server. This is how far come so far, so I will have to do the other arm and ear and a bit more and color it, and then I will post it. Hello, Noel. It's a fun redeem. I'm glad you're liking it. We're having fun. Outfit changing, removing fur, coloring my fur. And also, if you do shave, of course the colored fur is not going to show anymore, but it will delay the fur color to last longer, so you don't miss out. It's looking good, thank you. I'm happy. So wait, what's that? What are you? Oh, it's just the shaving. I thought you were doing something else there, Rimian. Or maybe that blushing honey, what? That blushing pompon also thinks it means something else. You bring up shouldn't you have used a different character? Although to be fair, you couldn't mirror a different character. No shaver. Why is there no shaver emoji? Yeah, it would be nice if you could like mirror emotes much easier. Because otherwise you can do like oh, it's set to English. It's easier to search for emotes in Swedish than English. I don't know how to spell scissors. I just don't know. I can never remember. There we go. Going to cut your fur. 10 minutes left. I guess. Yeah, I'll have to pause the drawing. I'm not going to finish this. Scissors. Sky source. That's how you spell it. No, it's C before I, so it's an S sound. And that's why it is. That's why some people say centaur and some say kentaur. I mean, in Swedish it's kentaur, and in original where it originated was kentaur, I think. And then you have Celtic, which I think most people say Celtic, but I wouldn't be surprised if some people say Celtic, because most people say Cyprus, even though it's Kibris originally. So it's very inconsistent. Same thing with people say is it Macedonia? I don't think anyone says Macedonia, even though it's Macedonia originally. And Macedonia in most languages, but so I have a tendency to say Macedonia because that's really what I mean. If you can say what was it again? Celtic, you can say Macedonia. There we go. Spell it with a K, like the original language. Why did it change it to C, and then pronouncing it as a different letter? That's just confusing. They spell it with a K originally. They're in their original name. Now we're gonna spell it with a C and then start pronouncing it as S. That's confusing me. There's probably some historical reason for it. But when I look at it at the modern day, it just confuses me. I do probably want to move this one up so it's more even. Or maybe not more like that. Wait, how did you mirror the emote? For pump-on emotes, there is the edit emote. It's the 115 that you can modify an emote. It's very close to the bottom. Then you can modify the pump-on emotes. If you're wondering how I mirrored the animated emote from Pruggles, that one is oriented that way, so I didn't mirror that one actually. Yeah. Modify the emote redeem, yes, and then you just put mirror. Then you have unlocked for 24 hours as well. The NFL team for Boston is called the Celtics. Or Celtic. Is it even without the S at the end? Or is that a typo? But yeah, there's more. There's after looking up some, like I think places and like Birmingham. Is there Birmingham in the United States, which is instead pronounced Birmingham, or if it's like, or if it's like Nottingham, which is pronounced Nottingham, or something like that. It's plural. Yeah, but you wrote Celtic. That's why. Yeah, that isn't. Is the two spellings you did correct? Is it spelled is it spelled Celtics but pronounced Celtic? Did I get that right? It's NBA team actually, and yeah, it's pronounced Celtics. Yeah, I don't really watch sports. Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, now it's like 5 minutes left. So, shall we proceed? I haven't even saved this. I don't have a save redeem. I need a save redeem. I will save this document. Look funny. This will be the first Pokemon artwork I publish. Because I did those 3 drawing from memories, but I haven't really... Those aren't really complete artworks I have done. But I will finish this up and then I will post it on the server. Let's switch screen. I've got to go, take care everyone. If you stay for just 5 more minutes, we're going to visit one person that you can say hello to, and then you can go. But you're free to go now too if you want. We're going to visit... Okay, I now feel over-prepared because we're going to visit someone known as something. Let me just bring up this stream on my end first. Because I don't think there is any pronunciation guide on the no. So I can only guess the pronunciation. My guess is Ari Kitsaoki. But hopefully we're going to get a presentation where she will say her own name. And there is the tag she, her, which is I love when people put it there. Anyway, let's... I'll watch the Super Bowl and usually watch this food. That's about all. Yeah, I haven't watched any kind of sports. We're gonna go see Adi Kitsuki. Yes. Okay, if you're raiding, I'll hold on just for a little. Thank you so much. Let's start a bit. Well, yeah, well, I'll start a raid. Oh, do you want to check beforehand? I mean, that's fair. That's fair. You feel free to double check and get confirmation. We just, I mean, yeah, if you grab it. Do we have a defined raid? Because there wasn't any raid messages. I got like summer raid train or something. There wasn't any organized raid message, I think. At least I didn't get it. Alright, good. Good. Raid message blank. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's start the raid. Rapid Stampede. There is the... You can do both, or even... There is the... Choo-choo, we're arriving at your next stop on the Trans Summer Raid Train. Enjoy your stay for the next 2 hours. I think people forgot that was supposed to be the raid message when they came here. It's okay. But what we can also do, if you want, as part of the event, it's that's the raid message. Combo, yeah. Otherwise, I do tend to do nowadays the bun. The rabbit, Stampede, which Orimian loves to do, so I guess there's nothing wrong with. But the train summer raid train message is the primary one as part of the event. But this was fun. We had very interesting stuff, and I got to learn some new stuff as well. It was interesting. I'm very bad at speaking. Everything I say sounds sarcastic. Don't think I'm sarcastic. I'm just bad at speaking. But let's go to the next cutie.